I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about Andrew Tate issues a cease and desist letter to victim, threatens to sue her for $300 million. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate were arrested in December 2022 following allegations of I'm gonna just say following allegations of certain crimes. They were, you gotta watch that YouTube algorithm, obviously, right? They are currently sitting in jail. It has been revealed that the duo, and the Tate brothers, took legal action against one of the victims who accused them of, let's just say, certain trafficking, right? Listen, I have to really watch out for the YouTube algorithm. The accuser's legal team confirmed that they received a cease and desist letter from the Tate brothers' attorneys, I guess, in December of last year. How about 2022? Andrew Tate has repeatedly threatened, no, not repeatedly, reportedly threatened to sue the woman and her family for $300 million. A copy of the letter seen by the BBC states, in April 2022, you falsely stated to a third party that our client human trafficked you, abused you, and held you against your will. You have repeated false and defamatory comments to the police, the media, and another United States citizen about the Tate brothers. I guess that's what the letter said from the Tate brothers. I guess it was obviously from the Tate brothers, and it was handed to the Tate brothers attorneys, and the Tate brothers attorneys handed it to the victim attorneys. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate has been accused of using the defamatory suit as an intimidation tactic by some lawyer representing the accusers in the case. Yeah, that sounds about right. The Tate brothers, will be housed in jail until February 27th after their second appeal against detention was rejected. Despite the ongoing legal battle, Andrew Tate has remained stoic and recently took to Twitter to state this: their lives are collapsing. That's from Andrew Tate. News broke several days ago that two of the alleged victims of the Tate brothers had planned to frame the duo after an alleged wiretap of the victims was leaked online. Hold on. What? That sounds alleged wiretap of the victims? I don't know what that means. The situation surrounding the arrest of a pair of Tate brothers, the influencers, remains a divisive issue. Some have called for the release of the Tate brothers, while others appear pleased by their jailing. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I mean, the first thing I would say with this is, I don't really know the laws in Romania or wherever these laws are, but I'm a little bit surprised that you could contact a victim like this in such a case, right? I don't really know the laws of what's the how can they contact the victim, but it seems a little bit surprising that you could, if you're accused of certain crimes, that you could send a letter to the victim saying that the victim falsely stated to a third party that our client did something to them and abused them and held them against their will. You would imagine that the judge would say that there shouldn't be any contact. I'm pretty sure the lawyers, obviously, they go back and forth. The two lawyers for the Tate brothers and for the victims, they would go back and forth with this, that, and third. And but I'm a little bit surprised that the Tate brothers were able to send a letter to the victims in this case, telling them that they falsely accused them of being human trafficked and abused and held against their will. This is not the entire letter, so I guess we'd have to see more for the letter. And also, it says the pair will be jailed until February 27th, which is like 9 days from now. We'll see what happens then. Will they get out, or will they have to remain in jail? Something about their Andrew Tate said that their lives are collapsing. Another thing, I don't really know what's going on with this part of the story. It says news broke several days ago that two of the alleged victims of the Tate brothers had planned to frame the duo after an alleged wiretap of the victims was leaked online. Now, I could click this leak and really get more into the story, but who wiretapped the victims and who leaked this? It does seem, I'm not going to go say like it's intimidation, but very rarely in cases do you hear things like, the victims' names being released, the victims being wiretapped, the victims having, information about the victim being leaked online. I don't, is this like a countersuit or something like that? I don't know. That story right there just seems like a whole nother rabbit hole to go down. But let me know what you think of this story. Like the story ends basically saying that 50% of people want call for the Tate brothers to be released, and 50% of people are pleased with them being arrested. I'm not gonna put my opinion on which side I stand on this issue. Because I don't really know what's happening if, I don't know what's happening while they're in jail and things like that. But let me know your opinion of this story. Do you think the Tate brothers should be released, or do you think the Tate brothers should stay in jail? I'm Jason, the world is yours. Today we had a story about Andrew Tate issues a cease and desist letter to victims threatened to sue her for $300 million. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.